Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Quest for Knowledge. Today we are going to discuss 4 marks, important 4 marks. Okay, so let's get started. Any 4 techniques of scientific work study. So we have work study, method study, motion study, time study. In work study we have 4 techniques, that is method study, time study, motion study and simplification and standardization. So first of all, what is method study means to simplify job and develop a proper method. After that, time study is to determine the standard time for doing the operation. And now we'll discuss the fatigue study. So fatigue study seeks to determine about the frequency of rest intervals which is needed to complete a task. After that, we have a movement study. So what is the movement study is that how much of movement is involved doing a task. So these all are the 4 types of study in work study. One is method study, time study, fatigue study and movement study, or else you may write about standardization and simplification of work also. Let's move on to the second question, 4 features of business environment. The feature of business environment is that it is external forces. Okay, we can't help it out. We can't our business cannot create any kind of a impact on the external forces, and it is general forces, and it is dynamic nature, it is changing and we are dependent on them. So it is interrelatedness, we are related to them and they are related to us, and there is uncertainty, complications and relativities are there. These are the features of the business environment. Let's move on to the another question, 4 features of planning. So the features of planning is that it is a primary function of management. First of all, you need to give a brief explanation about planning. So planning is the things which we do in advance about what to be done, how to be done and all. So the features of planning is focuses on the achieving objectives, it involves decision making, it is futuristic and continuous process, and it is pervasive in nature. So this is all are the features of planning. So let's move on to the next question now. So principal benefits of training and development. So these all are the benefits of training and development to the organization and to the employee also. So job satisfaction, reduction of turnover, uncover employees' potential, consistency, team spirit and optimum utilization of resources. After that, 4 aspects of work study, so which we have already gone through. Okay, that is the motion study, 4 aspect of work study we have already gone through with this. Let's move on to the next question, is that 4 limitations of planning. So in this you may take any 4 limitations. One, it is very time consuming, costly, it is rigid and it has paperwork, it causes frustration, uncertainty, human error. So you may take any of this. Let's discuss the next, 4 nature of principles of management. So these all are the 4 natures of principles of management. So it is the nature of the principle of management that it is universal applicability and general guidelines. There is being formed by the practice and proper observation, experimentation, and the principle of management is flexible and it is based on the behavioral and based on the cause and effect relationship, and it is contingent. So these all are the nature of the principles of management. So you need to write about a short heading and very short stuffing. Okay, next. First, you need to give a brief explanation about what is planning. Planning is the thing which we do in advance, what to do and how to do. So importance of planning is that it helps us to make a clear objectives. It provides a course of action to be taken and it improves performance. It improves efficiency. Through planning, we can have a simplicity and clarity with our objectives. So that is what you can add up more points if you want to. What are the 4 methods of on the job training? That is what we are going to discuss now. So on the job training, we have orientation training, apprenticeship training, internship, so job rotation, coaching. So these all are the on the job training. So after that, 4 objectives of management. These all are the objective of management. Under organizational objective, it is about survival, growth, profitability. Under social objective, we have employment opportunity, less pollution, safety of employee, fair trade. Under individual objective, better position, better salary, peer recognition, etc. So these all are the various objectives of management. So the next question we have steps in organizing process. So the process of organizing is first of all determining targets, determining actions, coordination of actions, distribution of the duties and responsibility, assigning of authority, and formation of organization charts and manuals, and organizing the action. So these all are the steps of the process of organizing. So that is it from here, and we'll move on to the next question. So let's discuss the next question, internal sources of recruitment. So these all are the internal sources of recruitment, that is promotion, retirement, retirements. Based on that, the job will be given to the next thing, former employee, transfers, internal advertisement. Let's move on. Importance of directing. So these all are the importance of directing. It helps in achieving goals, integrate employee, improve efficiency, facilitates change, brings stability and balance in the organizations, etc. Now let's discuss features of business environment. We have already gone through with the features of business environment: uncertainty, relatedness, uncertainty, general force, external force, these all are interrelatedness, etc. Now let's discuss limitations of planning. So limitations of planning, it is also we have discussed delegation and its element. So what is mean by delegation means shifting the authority, okay, shifting the responsibility to the other person. They have the authority to give orders to the other, that is delegation. The element of delegation is authority, okay. So it is taking decisions in order to guide the activity. Authority is that power which influence the conduct of others. Second is responsibility. It is the obligation towards the subordinate to perform the duty. After that, we have accountability. When a superior assigns some work to subordinate, he is answerable to his superior for its success or failure. So that is all about delegation. Now we'll discuss 4 types of selection tests. So we have aptitude test, intelligence test, personality test, performance test. In aptitude test, they'll check about the mental ability and intelligence, and medical aptitude test and psychomotor test, like how in what minutes, how fast you are in typing, etc. like that. Now 4 semantic barriers to communication process. So next question is semantic barriers. First is the faulty translation. Second is the unclarified assumptions, denotations and connotations, technical jargon, bad expression, and words with different meanings. These all are the semantic barriers. Features of planning. So the features of planning, it's a primary function, it is pervasive, it is continuous, it is futuristic, it involves decision making, and it focuses on achieving the objectives, and it is smooths the functions. We know the course of actions. So these are the features of planning. Process of organizing. You may write this also, or previously I have attached one photo, that also you may go through, but easiest is this one: identification and division of work, after that departmentalizing, after that assigning the task, after that establishing organizational hierarchy and creating the resources and coordinating the efforts. After organizing, what are 4 on the job training? I think so we have already gone through on the job training. 4 points: importance of understanding business environment to manager. Yes, business environment to manager. So these all are the importance of business environment. We can identify opportunity and get the first mover advantage, identify threats and early warning signals. The manager gets tapping useful resources, coping with the rapid changes. After this, what do we have? Okay, so the time for the final question is 2 types of plans. So you may write any of these plans, like hierarchical plans, standing plans, single use plans, or contingency plans. So in this I have taken standing plans. Such standing plans are which covers issues of for that manager faces repeatedly, like coming late, not wearing ID cards. So they make try certain kinds of strategies to deal with that. After that, we have a contingency plans. It means if our work is not going out in the thought manner and there is uncertainty, then what kind of a course of action to be taken if there is certain uncertainty. So that plan is considered as contingency plan. I hope you liked this video, and if you found this video helpful, do like, share, subscribe, support to my channel, and hit the bell icon so that you will get all my latest updates and notifications. So that is it. All the very best for your business studies exams. It is like a samosa. You need to keep on write down the headings and you need to keep on putting the stuffings. Best of luck.